Good morning, class. So, for my specific topic, I chose programaciones en español. We got to see a few news-related programs in Spanish this semester, such as the TikTok with Tourette syndrome or the Taylor Swift concerts, news coverage type programs during the semester. But really, I chose something different. But we're gonna get to that. The topic of programs in Spanish, in particular, really interests me because it's a very intimate experience to be able to view shows that native Spanish speakers watch growing up, and it's a great way to learn Spanish and interact with the Spanish speaking culture. So yeah, this particular show is relevant to me because a few of my Spanish speaking friends told me they grew up watching or having their abuelas watching Caso Cerrado, and it's a staple Telemundo if you wanted to get into Spanish series. Caso Cerrado means case closed, so it's we get into it. From 2001 to 2019, the series aired with Dr. Ana Maria Polo being the judge and the main source of entertainment for many years, obviously. Doing my research on Caso Cerrado, I discovered that it started off being called Sala de Parejas, in other words, couples court. This is interesting because what follows the name change in 2005 to Caso Cerrado is a wide variety of different cases that don't necessarily involve conflict between partners. Something I didn't know that surprised me was that, but also the fact that Caso Cerrado has an English version called Ana Polo Rules, which is essentially just the same thing, but in English. And it's surprising because I didn't know there's the English version. And it's definitely something that I would suggest to my friends, just so they get a feel for what Caso Cerrado is. Another thing that surprised me was the fact that Caso Cerrado were actual cases being disputed. It surprised me because I thought it was all for entertainment and to work things out, obviously, but I didn't think I didn't take it super seriously. But to hear that and to have a sense it's a genuine court case is very, very surprising. Something very similar that I can relate this to with my experience growing up is just watching Judge Judy. My grandma definitely always had that on the cable growing up whenever it came on. It's a very similar concept to Caso Cerrado, where the judge just hears out a case and decides on a verdict. But obviously, that can be very entertaining depending on the cases, the people. Both definitely very enjoyable to the youth, but to elderly and for everybody. So it's definitely staple shows on television for their respective communities. My perception of Caso Cerrado has definitely changed now that I know it's not all entertainment. It makes it a lot more real for me. Hello. Also the fact that there's an English version. I can't wait to tell my friends about the English version in hopes to get them hooked. I want them to get them hooked to the point where they feel where they feel they gotta learn Spanish because they gotta see Caso Cerrado, the Spanish version, the real authentic, funny. I don't know. I would love to get them hooked that way. But yeah, that's all. My Caso Cerrado repaso, resumen. Sí.